Alright, I am in the man cave today, working on some satellite dishes to try to get them to become a parabolic mirror. I went ahead and ordered some of this, I think it was Part B film from Green Power Science, which is a great place. Highly recommend checking out their videos. I prepped the dish. This is not the dish that I put the film on, but I prepped the dish, sanded it as smooth as possible with 3,000, 4,000 grit wet and dry paper. I even went ahead and filled in these little divots here where the bolts go through, bondoed and puttied those in place. I lost my focus for a second. I cut strips with my 2-inch straight edge bar and put it all on the dish, and it just wasn't sticking. I did everything like he said, spray painted it with a glossy black paint and really smooth wet dry sandpaper, and it just wouldn't stick on the edges. It stuck okay in the middle. I started getting bubbles coming up, air bubbles underneath, so I just gave up with that idea. I like the idea of using mirrors. I saw a bunch of YouTube videos using mirrors. I did some research on mirrors, but most of the ones I found were all actually just plastic, acrylic plastic. Well, these here are glass. They come in little sheets of basically 4x6, but whatever the millimeter equivalent is. And I think each individual tile is only like 4 centimeters by 4 millimeter by 4 millimeter. So they're pretty small, as you can tell, but that's good because I can take a full sheet and it'll actually conform to the shape. And what I did was I started off putting straight down the middle my sheets like so, and they have self-adhesive backing on them, which is great, so you can keep all these little mirrors together in one sheet. So basically I did that, and once they're stuck down, they conform really nicely. This one's up a little bit because it's not actually adhesive stuck down yet, but it just requires a little bit of sanding on this and clean it real good and dry it, and then these mirrors stick really well, and they're glass. The other ones I've seen were acrylic and some kind of plastics and stuff, which over time in the sun, which these won't sit out in the sun 100% of the time. There goes my focus again. So I'm not worried about the glass. The glass will never fade. And I got one done over here, and the only thing I don't like about these dishes, I got these from a residential job site. They were just wanting to get rid of them. They've got this little lip on the edge. I've got another one over here, a different brand, and it actually doesn't have a lip on it, but I wanted to use the two I had with the actual mount on it, because what I'm going to do is use that mount that tells me exactly where the focal point is off this dish. And I've got one set up right here, fully mirrored, and as I come into the focal point, you can see me pretty clear. I've already had this out in the sun. I only bought 2 packs, and if you go on Amazon, AIVS is the company name. Each pack was like $12.99, and it actually comes with this little scissors in it. And I've got a couple unopened packs here. And what I'm going to do is, after I get both these done, I'm going to actually align them together. Let's see if I can set these up here. Better pull these mirrors off. I'm going to align these together with the focal point in one spot where I'll mount a like a pot holder or something. And obviously those are just laying flat, but they'll angle in both from the left and the right, so that the focal points show up at one spot right in the middle between the two. Like I said, I had the one that I completed. Well, actually, I just completed it this morning. I was waiting on some more mirrors to come in the mail. 2 packs were enough to get about 80% of it done, and then about 4 sheets. There's 10 sheets in a pack. About 4 more sheets out of a 3rd pack completed it. So I've got about 6.5 little sheets left here. So between these 2 full packs and this slightly over half a pack, I'll be able to finish that one. And I still do have 1 extra just in case I break a few. And they're very easy to cut with the scissors. You just kind of bend it over a little bit, and you can cut right down the edge with these nice scissors that came with them. Even if you have to cut a corner of the mirror, like right here, because my lip was in the way, well, the satellite dish is in the way, lip, they actually cut fairly easily with the scissors, because these pieces of glass are really thin. But from what I'm seeing, they're a nice high quality mirror, and they work really good. So anyway, I had 2 full packs of mirrors, which made this dish about 80% complete. And I took it out to the sun, piece of cardboard at the focal point, and it lit up right away with flames. So I'm kind of excited to see what a full satellite dish will do, and then really excited to get the second one done and get these mounted to where I can put a pot with like water or something in the middle of the two and see how well that works. So when I get that part done, I will go ahead and update this video. Thanks for watching. Okay, the sun finally came back out. It was cloudy earlier, so I couldn't bring this outside to demonstrate. But I'm going to go ahead and hold this pine cone about there. And let me get it just right. Oh, there it goes. Just a few seconds, and up in flames it went. I'm going to get a piece of aluminum and my digital laser thermometer and see how hot the aluminum actually gets. Be right back. What I've got here is a piece of aluminum, and I sprayed it with some high heat. Well, it's not really high heat. It's a 500-degree engine enamel paint. I brought out a piece of plain aluminum earlier. It was just too reflective, so you couldn't just reflecting too much of the heat back. And what I'm gonna have to do is set this piece of aluminum down and use my little thermometer there and see how hot it gets. It's already warping the aluminum, smoking the 500-degree paint there on this side. You can see the spot. That's the focal point right there. And let's see how hot it got. Earlier, without the phone in my hand, it was up over 350, which really isn't that hot, but it is a small mirror. So I'm almost at 300. But like I said, if I had something to hold the phone and focus the heat onto the aluminum, the thermometer actually got up to about 350. So I'm pretty pleased with this. when I go ahead and put the second one, combine it with this one, and hang a pot from the focal point, I should be cooking pretty quick. Alright, that's it for now. There's a little scattered cloud layer, so I'm not getting the full potential here. I brought out a piece of plywood, and let's see if I can get this to focus here on it. And there's the flame, probably about 4 seconds. So that's pretty hot. And let's see, 2.5 packs of mirrors cost me about, well, 3 packs, $36. Free satellite dish, and I like the results a lot better than the film, which kept peeling and bubbling. So over and out for now.